They met as students in their early 20s, living a New Age traveller lifestyle. Kathleen Wyatt and Dale Vince had a son, but divorced in 1992. This is where Kathleen lives now, in a modest home in South Wales. But more than 20 years on, her family is celebrating the latest in a string of court battles, which means Miss Wyatt can now claim money from her ex-husband, even though he made his fortune after they parted.
The last court case that happened, she was devastated when they said that he'd won. She thought she was going to lose everything. Today, seeing her on the news smiling like that has made my day. It really has.
In contrast, Dale Vince's home in Gloucestershire was described at the Supreme Court as a Georgian fort. After splitting up from his wife, the former traveller who'd lived in an ambulance went on to launch a green energy business and has made more than £100 million. Mr Vince accepts his ex-wife struggled to bring up their son, but says throughout most of those years he wasn't in a position to help financially. He's condemned the ruling, saying, "I feel we all have a right to move on and not be looking over our shoulders. This could signal open season for people who had brief relationships a quarter of a century ago. It's mad, in my opinion." The Supreme Court ruled that this claim was legally recognisable in spite of the fact that the couple had divorced so long ago. The case will now go to the Family Division of the High Court, where the exact amount of money that Kathleen Wyatt should be awarded will be decided.
Unwisely, Ms Wyatt has pitched her claim at £1.9 million, and it is obvious even at this stage that an award approaching that size is out of the question. Her claim may even be dismissed, but there is, in our opinion, a real prospect that she will secure a comparatively modest award.
But whatever the amount Kathleen Wyatt is awarded, the case has set a precedent that the passage of time isn't enough to prevent a financial claim against a former spouse.
What the case does is show that the door's always been open for these people. It's simply the first time it's been tested. However, I would caution that this case does not make an award to the wife. It says that the wife is entitled to go back to the Family Division of the High Court and have her case assessed.
Divorce lawyers say this case is a warning to parting couples who need to think about more than just going their separate ways. Lisa Holland, Sky News.